Mercury. Okay, so this is a perfect time if you do not want to have your face on the video. Please put on your, take your picture off, shut down your video, but we would like to know that it is being recorded. So I guess before everything, I've been talking and I have not been introducing myself. My name is Arlene Schro. I am the director of Ciao Tours. Also on this webinar is Lara Pozzi, who's my partner in Siena. Lara's been the one actually. Lara's the one that's been admitting everyone. Also on this webinar, I'm very happy to introduce to you all the different staff of Ciao Tours here in Canada and in Italy. So if the girls would like to say hello, that'd be fantastic. Also, I guess one thing that we need to let everyone know who's joining us is that we've had some fantastic news out of Italy. The fantastic news is that the Vatican will be opening on May 3rd for visitors. And we are hoping that we're going to have visitors in mid-June being able to travel to Italy. So we're very excited about that. Now, let's kind of start it. Today, welcome to the Ciao Tours webinar. It's going to be an authentic cooking lesson. This is all compliments of Barbara and her family. You can see that I know that she'll introduce everyone in front of the camera and behind the camera. If some of you were with us before in February, it was Barbara and her family who taught us all about the white roses and ricotta along with the spinach. It was a huge success. It was so fantastic. So now we're going to learn today to learn a little bit about the Conducci Toscani. That's coming from her brand new cookbook that everyone can get. The cookbook is not on Amazon, but you can go through Rosa Dei Venti directly, or Ciao Tours actually has a couple of copies in our office here as well. So please, this is all coming in from her brand new cookbook that we want to help promote, and every single recipe is so delicious. So Lara and I are going to be talking to you a little bit about information on the chat line. Look at that when you get a chance. Otherwise, any questions? I know Barbara is going to be having her wonderful daughter, Martina. She's going to be answering some questions for you as well. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let the star of the show, the chef of the chef, being Barbara. She's going to introduce a little bit about Rosa Dei Venti and who they are in Cortona, and the special relationship that we have, that Ciao Tours has with Rosa Dei Venti. So, Barbara, this is all up to you, and we're looking forward to cooking. I know we are. So please.
Va bene, grazie mille. Thank you so much, Arlene, and welcome in our house. This is the kitchen of Villa Rosa Dei Venti, and so Michele family is here. Part of Michele family is here. So she's my mom, Ornella. And then behind the video maker is my brother, Stefano. So
Ciao.
if you have a problem, let me know. And then there is my daughter, Martina, is there with the video, the computer, just in case you want to copy there. And then the rest of the family is home because now it's raining, so the kids can stay outside in the garden. And what I tell you. So today we are going to prepare the cantucci. So if you are in a few minutes, we are going to prepare this. But before, I want to tell you how I love my house, and maybe a lot of people, maybe most of you already know us. And everything started from them. Okay, now I cry. Yeah, now I start to cry. And Stefano, come here. So look at this. Everything started from them. My mom and my father. In 1960, they were in the garden where now there is Villa Rosa Dei Venti. And then now, so consider now, la mamma. So this is the entrance of Villa Rosa Dei Venti. because we can go outside because it's raining, so it's better to stay here. This is the rest of the family in the garden during the summer. And then, okay, this is the house, this is the villa. I always call it the brick oven house. This was the house of my great-grandparents. And after the Second World War, everybody moved in Arezzo, in Florence, or in Roma. And only my grandpa stayed here. And then he moved with the family on top of the hill, where now there is still my grandma. And my grandma is 98. But I love this house. And my daddy, when I finished the university and Stefano, my brother, finished the high school, he said, okay, guys, what do you think if we try to restore the house? And I was very happy, very, very happy, because I love this idea. And after 5 years, the house was, and it is now in this way. This was the house. In the house, there are 2 cottages and 4 apartments. We can accommodate about 22, 25 people. And this is the balcony. I don't know if you can see well. So this is the balcony in my Australia apartment. And from here, we can see the pool too. And then what else? And then this is the pool. Okay, so now everything is here. And then the family, aspetta. And then I show you. And then always my mom, see, always there. My mom was cooking outdoor. Cantucci. Yes, the brick oven. Yeah, because the family, they use the brick oven. So now, this is my house. This is our house. And we love to stay here. We are very happy when the guests come in our house, and very happy to cook with them. Usually, it isn't the cooking class. So when we do here the cooking class with our guests, it isn't a simple cooking class. For us, it's a feast, and for us, it's a pleasure to show you what we cook, the traditional dishes. And it's good to tell you our story, like we are going to do today with the cantucci. So now, guys, now I think it's time to cook. Mamma, pronta? Okay. So now, the cantucci Toscani. Cantucci Toscani are in each family. We have different. Each family has its own recipe. So this is our recipes. Maybe you don't find these on the internet or somewhere. You can find this only here. This is very, very simple, because we have to use 5 eggs and 350 grams of sugar, 125 grams of butter, and then 700 grams of sugar, half glass of vin santo. Later, I will let you know about the vin santo, and then 100 grams of almonds, and then this is the yeast. For you is baking powder. Okay, now I have to talk in Italian too, because I know that some guys from South Italy are here, our past guests. So Roberta, for you, 5 uova, 350 grammi di zucchero, 700 di farina, 125 grammi di burro e 100 grammi di mandorle. Ok, mamma, are you ready? Sì? Perfetto, let's get started. We start, another thing, very important thing, the oven, the temperature of the oven. You have to turn on now, and 200 degrees Celsius degrees. So for you is about 100, okay? Va bene. Aspetta, ma. Okay, right. 5 eggs. Here. Brava, mamma. Okay, this is the butter. Yeah. Now, okay, the butter usually is better when it's room temperature, but now we have the heating, so it's. Come? I gradi del forno, sì.
Sì, 180, 200.
Sì, 200 degrees, 200 or 180 Celsius. Fahrenheit are around 400.
Posso cominciare?
Sì, now we can start. Allora, 5 eggs, and then we are going to add sugar.
Mamma verso te.
Now we have the sugar. Okay.
Solamente dentro.
Ok, intanto. Okay, guys, Vinsanto, I know for us it's very simple to have the Vinsanto, but for you, you can use or Passito or Porto, so something that is sweet, a sweet wine. It is a sweet wine. Then later I will talk about it. Ok, va bene. Avanti. Sì. Il burro is almost ready, yeah? Okay. Okay, now it's too hot.
Lo ghiacciato.
Oh, perfetto. Sì. Okay, guys. Martina say about the ice wine. The ice wine is perfect. I know that. I tested. It's fantastic. Yes, it is. Yes, yes. One glass, how many cups? I don't know. Guarda un po', Martina, cerca. No, cerca che è in internet. Sì, sì. I will let you know later, because I don't know how many cups. So the measure is this glass.
Right.
Vado? Is better? Is better this way? Yes. Less noise. Devo dire io? I can add the butter. Vado? Okay, I had butter. So. Okay. So now we started 5 eggs, 350 grams of sugar, half glass of Vinsanto. And then 125 grams of butter. La vuoi fare compilato ora? Sì, lo puoi fare, ma ormai intanto lo so. Sì, è meglio.
Sì, ora dopo lo prendo.
Okay, va bene. And then, okay, now usi quello?
Sì,
no,
sì.
Okay, now.
Sì, si faccio con quello, vai.
I had,
si parli. Aspetta.
I had this. Perfect. And then there is this is yeast for us. It's for the cake, but for you is baking powder. So consider we are going to use inside there are 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons. Sì, now I have to tell you about something about the cantucci. What it means, cantucci.
Cantucci means a piece or a slice. So usually in a formal way, when we ask the bread, we say, please give me a cantuccio of bread. So give me a piece of bread. And cantuccio is a piece or is a slice. And this recipe, the recipes of cantucci, vado mamma, aggiungo? Sì. Okay, vado questo, and then now I have this. The recipes of cantucci, you can find these during the medieval period. But the cantucci were without almonds. Only Caterina de' Medici decided to add almonds, and this began a very rich dessert for the rich people. Now, after 500 years, we are still here to prepare cantucci, and they are now typical Tuscan cookies. When we prepare the cantucci, my mom, okay, now when you want. But when my mom was young, they prepared the cantucci 2 times per year. One was for Easter time. Another was during the summer. Why? In the summer, because there was the harvest of the wheat. So during the Easter time, 3 or 4 families decided to work together to prepare these cookies for the Easter. And so they saved a lot of eggs because they worked about 60 or 70 eggs all together. And the location was the place where there was a very big brick oven. The brick oven, I show it. So this is the brick oven. Consider this is a brick oven. Stefano, vedi? Riesci a vederlo? Riesci, Marti, a vederlo? Okay, so because consider in 60 years ago in the houses there wasn't the electric oven, so they cooked only in the brick oven, on the pizza oven, you can say. And inside the brick oven is possible to put about 6 or 7 of baking tray like this, and so it was faster than only one. Va bene, ci sei? Sì, sì. Perfetto. So, fai metti? Sì. Va bene. Now, the dough is ready. Aspetta, mamma, fa vedere. Okay, so the dough now is ready. Vedi, is soft, it isn't too hard. It's a soft dough, okay? And now we put on the board, and then we add the almonds.
Che mette una metà.
Sì, no,
quella
okay.
Si fa vedere.
Lo vuoi salvare un po'? Okay, we save some dough because I want to show you how it's possible to prepare some different cookies with cioccolata or Nutella or with jam. Oh, wait. Vado?
Sì, non c'è pochino. Basta.
Ok, basta. We save this for later.
Allora, qui ora ti metti le mandorle.
Sì. Now, okay, inside the dough we have the almonds, and then we mix all together.
Togli il vinsanto.
Tolgo il vinsanto.
E ora si fanno le.
Okay. And now we are going to prepare some, we call these ciaramiglie, 3 pieces, like a baguette.
Tipo una baguette.
Sì, like a baguette. And then we put here. Vedi, the dough is still softer, very, very soft.
Il cusino per grattare qui. Sì.
Everything's okay?
Perfect. We can hear you perfectly, Barbara.
Ok, va bene. Vai, now. Okay, perfect. Vedi? Now we divide this in 3 parts and then we extend here. Okay, guarda. Yeah, so we had some flour because sometimes it's sticky, but okay. Uno. Okay. And then now. Te la metto qua?
Sì, sì.
Okay. So another time when we prepare during the Easter time when they prepare cantuccini and ciambellini for the people, for the family was a feast. It was fantastic for them because all the family were involved on this. The entire family were involved because the women were in the kitchen to prepare the dough, and the men were outside to check the fire in the oven, and the kids were outdoor in the garden. So it was very, very nice moment. I remember this only when I was very young. I was about 6, so 45 years ago. But I think maybe it was the last time that we saw that, because then we moved in the city, in the villages, so we don't do this anymore. Fortunately, with the Agriturismo now, it's possible to make the traditional dishes, and so we can do this again. Ecco qua, vedi? Bellissimo. Vedi? Look at this. These are like baguette. So you have to leave some space between one to each other.
Alzami verso di me.
Vedi? Okay. So doesn't matter if the form is different, because then we have to cut this. Aspetta. Vedi? Ci siamo? Lo vedi, Marti?
Verso di me. Piegalo.
Okay, now these are ready. Now we cook these. We bake these for 20 minutes. Open. Vado? Sì, sì. Qui, a metà. Okay. Ciao, my dear. Stay there. 20 minuti. 5:20, 5:40. 5:40, they will be ready. Now, we show you how we can prepare different cookies with the same dough. For the kids, for breakfast. Okay, wait there. Now clean something. Tutto quest'ima?
Sì, sì.
Ok. Va bene, prendo questo. And then, chiamavo le cantucci. Sì, sì. And then the second, and then they prepare the cantucci during the summer, in July and August, when during the harvest of the winter wheat, because the farmers, a lot of families went in the fields, cut big sheaves of winter wheat, and then they move it close to the house. In the garden of the house, in the yard of the house, there was a machine, because 60 years ago we didn't have combiners or something like that. But in front of the house, in the garden of the house, there was a machine, and they put inside the sheaves, and at the end, the winter wheat was clean and ready to be used. And so a lot of people were around the houses. And the young girls, my mom say, the young girls offer them to these people cantucci and vinsanto. Vero? 5:20 sì, ai 40. You are right. The flour, yes, you are right. The flour at the beginning was 500 grams, and then 200 grams was here. So you have to have, la farina 500 for sure, and 200 later, because it depends how big are the eggs. Sometimes you can put all together, and sometimes not. So you have to understand when the dough is ready, when the dough is soft.
Ora Barbara, per fare i ciambellini, le cose, sì, un pochino di limone ci si mette qui.
Ok, va bene. So now in this
aggiunge solo il limone.
here we had only some lemon, and so we are going to prepare these. These are ciambellini because the traditional is okay. In our family during the Easter time we prepare cantucci and ciambellini. These are ciambellini, and ciambellini are with no almonds and only with the dough, the simple dough. Va bene. And some lemon, of course.
Sì, solo quello.
Va bene. Ok, so the girls, e raccontavo quando le ragazze andavano a offrire ai lavoratori il vin santo e i cantuccini. So the young girls were there in the garden with a bottle of vin santo and then a basket of cantuccini, and they offered to everybody. Vin santo, what is vin santo? This is vin santo. How we make this? This is it is made from my husband made this, Marcello. And okay, in September, when before the grapes harvest, we go in the vineyard and we check the best bunches or grapes, white grapes, Trebbiano or Malvasia, and we save them, and then we leave them in a corner of the cellar. So usually we hang the grapes on the rooftop, and then we leave the grape there until Christmas time. It is for this that we call Vin Santo, holy wine, because all process will be done during the Christmas time. What we do? We take the grapes that is only with sugar and pulp. We press the grape. We put in the wooden machine. We call this torchio, and then the liquid, the sweet liquid. We move the sweet liquid in a barrel, in wooden barrel, and so we close very well, and we leave there for for 3 years or more. After 3, consider if we put inside the quantity, if we put inside about 50 or 60 bottles of this liquid, after 3 years, maybe we can have about 10 or 15 bottles. So the quantity is very, very low. It's like the ice wine. I know the ice wine is fantastic and the quantity is the same. So it is for this that when we offer the Vin Santo, we don't say in Italian too, we don't say, would you like a glass of Vin Santo? No. We say, would you like a drop of Vin Santo? Vorresti un goccio di Vin Santo? But in Italy too, so not only for our guests. And because we have to save this for 1 year. But I don't drink wine, but I drink only this because it's all sweet. There isn't alcohol inside, it's a natural, so we don't have anything inside, and it's fantastic. So if you come in Tuscany, try the Vin Santo, or if you come in our house, of course, we will give you our Vin Santo. Okay, Mama, what are we doing now? Okay, we prepared the ciambellini. Okay, ciambellini, the same dough. We had just a few flour. And then now we're going to prepare ciambellini. Ciambellini are just a little ball, and then we put the finger in the middle, and then we prepare ciambella.
Dopo sopra, sì. Uno le può guarnire sopra con la cioccolata.
Sì, of course. For us, okay, we don't like to heavy things, but if you want, you can put on top with chocolates or marmalade or what you prefer.
Questa è la base.
Okay, ciambellino. Stefano, look at this. E voila! Ciambellino is ready. Yeah.
Troppo grande.
E va bene, fai altri, dopo si fanno quell'altri. Okay, cantucci are there. Perfect. Now we can, okay, yeah, I take another cucchiaino. And then now we can prepare some little pieces. Little, okay. Un altro, va bene, 3, va bene, va bene. I know the guys, the kids love Nutella. The sponsor is Nutella today. You already open. Guarda.
Ora fai quelli che ci vedeva.
Sì. Vai. Vado a prendere un altro vassoio.
Lo prendo, vai.
Okay, I wash my hands. Ok, vai, sì, sì. Sì, sì. Vai, okay, now we press a little bit. This. Va bene, va bene. We press. Okay, and then with the finger, we press a little bit more. And then here we are going to have marmellata or so jam or chocolate. Martina loves chocolate. Elia, my nephew, loves everything. Marmellata, chocolate, nothing. So he's like his father.
Yes.
Ah, aspetta. Mamma, scusa. I should. Vabbè, later. No, I want to show you. I show them the family all together. Okay, I show you Elia, and then you understand everything. If you see Elia, you understand. Look at this. Allora, this is Elia. He eats everything. This is Filippo. He doesn't eat anything. And then Martina, my daughter, my husband, and my sister-in-law, where is, and my sister-in-law. The whole family.
The true Italian family. True Italian family.
Sì. True Italians. È un pochino, se no dopo ci scosano tutti.
Ma che c'è?
Ok. Aspettate. Dopo se no gli va su. Vai. Allora, cioccolato.
Facevi un sì.
Cioccolata. Un po' troppa? Too much.
Erano bellini alti.
Too much. Okay. We have to wait to the others. Then, at the end, I show you. At the end, we are going to prepare this. Vedi? Questi qua. You will see this. But now we have to wait about 10 minutes. 10-15 minutes.
Questi possono essere...
Ah, sì, or you can do different...
Per la colazione.
Sì, ma different shape. You can use... Ok, quell'altro così lo so. Come? No, quelle formine belline, quelle cuoricini, quei fiorellini. Prima siamo toccate noi, questo era un po' troppo. Questo. Vai. Aspetta, Come?
Trovate?
Guarda. Un cuore. Mamma, lo vuoi un cuore?
Sì, sì. Questo è troppo piccino, c'era un altro.
Un cuore, una stella, un fiore. Fai con l'altro vassoio così si lascia così libero?
Sì, sì.
Mettilo di qua, vai. Non si vedono, metterlo di qua.
Va giù.
Quello, mettilo di qua.
Sì. Ok, great. Okay, guys, any questions?
Verso di me, non verso di te, ma.
We were just talking, Barbara, about all the different recipes that you actually have in your cookbook. There's so many. I mean,
Verso di me, mamma.
All about these different beautiful recipes. I mean, I can, there's so many. There's the basic pasta, of course. And oh my goodness, all the different desserts that I could eat. I can't cook, but I can eat.
No, but consider now there are about, in the second cookbook, there are about 50 recipes.
Oh.
But in the first, there were more. There were about, I don't know, about 60, around 60. But each year, we try to do something different because we remember what my grandma prepared. And then we say to my mom, what do you think? Why we try this? And then we have a new recipes each year. So now I have to stop to try different things. But for us, the best dish for us is the pasta.
Yes, absolutely. What is nice, Barbara, is that I know that Lara and I truly appreciate your little dedication to Ciao in the back. That is so sweet.
Prego, prego.
To see the Ciao Tour's name in print, it was really it's quite special for us. It really is.
It's a part of us.
Very nice.
No, but it is nice to work with you. So this is very nice.
Tell us a little bit about your olive oil, because you have a program. I know you guys are cooking, but let's just kind of talk about this. You actually do this during Christmas time, and you actually have people who can, I think, own a olive oil tree. Is that the idea?
See, because we adopt CCC, we have always, because I have a lot of ideas and always for this reason. And see, we decided for our guests to do a special program is adopt an olive tree. And what it means? It means that you come here and then you post your name on the tree in the little wood target, and then after the harvest of the olive are in November. After the harvest, and usually before Christmas, you can receive at home 4 big bottles like this. 4 big bottles like this, and with a certificate that it is olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. It is from our garden, and we know exactly what is in the bottle. And so is a way to keep a present from us.
I know that this is what I gave out to all of our friends at Christmas time. I know I did that. That in Canada, we had it all delivered. You can have it delivered in the USA as well, and all over Europe.
See. You can deliver everywhere.
So I know I have my stock in my kitchen. I know that.
You know that. Yeah, and then usually our guests they ask. Okay, we have 3 different types. This is the big one, and then we have 2 more. And usually they ask.
Can't hear you.
The olive oil, like a present for 2.
We're having a hard time hearing you a little bit, Barbara. I know this is a live event, and we're having a little bit of hard time hearing you a little bit.
More, yeah. Okay, now we bake this. The same 10-15 minutes. Okay, now. Va bene. Just few minutes, guys, and then
Ventilato.
Ventilato.
Sì, questo è ventilato.
Questo è ventilato. Sì.
Possono venire.
Dimmi.
Sacchettini.
Okay, so when you, allora, this is very important, guys. Cantuccini. You can prepare some little things like this for your friends. The most important thing is possible to be frozen. You can put in the fridge, and you can save until you want. Now I show you. Frozen. I show you how they are. And then this is frozen now. But look at it. It's fantastic. Now it's very cold. If you want, you can wait about 10 minutes, or you can rewarm in the oven for about 2 minutes. That's it.
Or you can heat directly like me.
Heat is immediately. It doesn't wait.
From the freezer.
Okay.
Allora, questi sono pronti.
These are ready, yeah? Almost ready. Almost ready. Because now we have to cut them. Okay. We have to clean the board.
Sì, sì.
Il chiarimento lo puoi mettere nel freezer.
See, it's possible to put in the freezer until when you want. Or for
Si staccano subito, appena cavati dal frigorifero.
sì. And they are fantastic. They are fantastic. So now, look at this. Vedi? It's like a baguette. Now, we have cut them in this way.
Allora, quando si tagliano,
Sì?
è veloce qualcosa, se no si asciugano.
Okay, when you cut it,
Aspetta, mamma, aspetta.
when you cut them, you have to go very fast. And you have to 1, 2, 3.
There's so many of them, Barbara. There's so many of them.
5 eggs and 700 gram flour is a lot.
If in your family you have my brother.
Hey.
No, absolutely.
So,
In baking tray in this way, yeah? Sì, così.
Avvicina.
Stiamo più vicini.
Sì.
They are still hot, very hot. Look at it.
Vabbè, ci contattare dopo.
Una settimana. 1 week. In 1 week.
Vai.
Okay.
Barbara, we do have a really good question for you. Is that if we don't bake everything, can we can we freeze the dough? Can you freeze the dough and cook everything? And how long would it actually stay in the freezer?
Oh, 1 week.
Oh,
1 week, 10 days. See. It's better if you cook, but if you save something, if you save the dough, yes, 1 week.
And how about if you're allergic to almonds? Is there any other substitute you could use?
Sì, come si dice l'uva? Okay, we use the uva sultanina. Now I don't know the name. Come si dice Martina? L'uva secca. Raisin. Something.
Raisin.
Laura, aiuto.
Raisin.
Brava, that one. Yeah. You can use that. Yes, you can use that is fantastic. That is very good. If you don't like the almonds.
Yeah, sometimes people do have different allergies, and I know that almonds sometimes can be difficult for some people.
Sì, but you can use something that is frutta secca. You can add the frutta secca. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Or with the chocolate, of course, with the chocolate, yes. Sometimes my mom for the kids with the chocolate. Sì. These are typical, but you can change.
A me piace anche con l'uvetta o con la cioccolata.
Ma anche con la frutta secca. Sì. With the dry apricots or figs or.
A me piacciono con la cioccolata, col cioccolato amaro.
Okay. My mom loves the amaro. Dark chocolate. Va bene, signora.
Because it will be too sweet, no? With any other.
Sì, è vero. No, ma sono buoni. Cioccolato amaro sono molto buoni. Vedi? Okay, so now after this, this is the classic, of course. And then after this, we have to bake again for about a few minutes, and then they are ready. Aspetta.
Barbara, you would only serve these after the meal, though, correct? This is something that you would eat after the dessert, correct?
This is a dessert. For us, it's a dessert. After the meal, at the end, you can prepare a torte, or you can eat this with a Vinsanto. Yeah.
And with the freezer, freezing them in little packages, you can keep them for a long time.
See. You can live there for months. Yeah. So usually when we prepare these, we leave here, and then Stefano every day comes.
Always Stefano.
To eat them. Yeah. See, no problem. But the most important thing that you have to leave them in the plastic envelope. Okay.
Sì, appena quando sono tiepidi, si mettono lì.
Sì. When they are cold, you can put in the envelope and then in the freezer. And you can leave them.
Ora si rimettono in forno 5 minuti per castare.
Okay, now we toast them for 5 minutes and
5-6 minuti.
When they take the color. So Okay. Look at this. Sono quasi pronti. So this is a cantuccio. This is the last part, or the first part of the charamiglia, and this is a cantuccio. Cantuccio. Okay. Cantuccio is this. This part. Va bene. Okay, now I clean it, and then
we call it even teeth because they are so dried, and that's why we dip in Vinsanto.
See, right. È vero. Ma questi sono abbastanza friabili, So they are guarda, vedi?
Sì, perché quelli originali che vengono fatti industriali sono molto duri.
Sì. Usually, yes, if you go to the grocery store and if you buy the cantucci, they are very, very dry. These are dry, but not too dry. So,
no, questi si mangiano volentieri anche senza zuppare, insomma. Senza
if you go to the if you come in Tuscany and you go to the restaurant, don't dip. Don't dip the cantucci in the vinsanto because I don't like this idea. But if you come in my house, you can dip this. You can dip them in the vinsanto. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Because the Galateo say, no, you can't do this. But in my house or in your house, you can do what you want. So dip biscotti, cookies in vinsanto. Sì, dopo si fa. Okay, so now, what do you think, Mom? Are they ready? Or
no,
not yet. No, she say no, no yet. So we have to wait, guys. We have to wait.
The flavor must be gorgeous in your kitchen now. The smell.
Oh, see, the smell, the flavor is great. It's great. Yes. Yes. And then the smell, there is the smell of vinsanto. See, there is that. The smell of vinsanto is here. Okay, so guarda, this is vinsanto. The year is 2018. 3 years ago. We prepared this.
Io vedo come si intufa.
Sì, devo vedere. Allora, guarda. Vedi? Here is the same. In each family, we have different vinsanto, like the cookies, like the pasta, because it depends of the madre. The madre is the yeast that you have in the barrel, in the wooden barrel. And if the yeast is sweet, you can have a sweet vinsanto. If the yeast is dry, you will have the dry vinsanto. So,
fagli vedere come si.
I show you. Mamma, lo vuoi fare? Lo vuoi zuppare?
Sì, ora quando arrivano quelli
originali. We wait when they are ready. Not for this.
No,
not for this.
Anche questi sono pronti. Anche questi sono pronti.
Ok.
Pronti?
Metto qua.
Sì.
Okay, the cookies are ready, yeah? Oh la la.
That's also in the cooking, that's also in Barbara's cookbook as well.
No this. Not this, because you have to use your fantasy to do this.
Si potrebbero anche prima di metterli in forno spennellare con l'uovo e vengono più lucidi.
Sì, so you can do different way. Questo lo metto in questo qua. Allora, guarda. Now we can, okay, they are ready. Are ready, Mama Cantucci?
Sì, sono quasi pronti.
Okay, these are for breakfast, so for the kids, you can dip in the latte.
Questi sono buoni per questi sono buoni per la colazione.
We can move this here.
È Paolo che ci mette.
E ora ci mettiamo questo. Aspetta, we leave this here.
Ecco, Stefano.
Pronto?
Sì.
Vai Stefano.
Guarda, sono belli.
Bellissimi. Bellissimi.
Barbara, can you tell us how long did you cook them for? It was only 5 minutes.
Questi sono...
Come? 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Do you have to turn them at all or not?
No. Only one size. Only this size. Yeah, that's it. Cantuccini are ready, guys.
Perfect.
Brave,
The smell is fantastic.
The smell is good. Madonna, guarda.
Is it possible to have all the family in front of the video?
Vai. Martina.
Marti, io c'ho il video.
No, ma aspetta. No, wait. Yeah. Sì, aspetta, Se metti lì, zio, funziona. Se lo lasci qui, si inquadra. Vai, metti qua.
Dove?
Vai, vedi? Ok, sì, se va allora si vede. Ok. Questi va bene? Sì. Va bene? Vincenzo, for everybody? Ok, va bene. Stefano? Vincenzo?
Va, prendi un attimo.
No, io non lo bevo. Martina? Dai, va bene. Vincenzo? Ok. Vai, pronto? Ok, grazie.
Quello più grosso.
No, look at this, these are fantastic. Guarda quante sono. Vai. Guarda là, look at this. Vai. They are great. Cin, salute.
Lucky you. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, these are good.
Good job. Thank you very much. That was fabulous.
Yes. You are great, Ornella. Thank you. So, grazie mille.
Prego.
So
Ciao, guys.
We hope you enjoy Sunday morning from Italy. And remember to all the participants, this seminar are complimentary. And any gratuities is appreciated. So thank you to Barbara, thank you to Micheli family. And we are planning to have other webinars, other recipes to be cooked in their fantastic kitchen. So follow us, and you know that you can visit our website, you can visit our YouTube channel and Facebook for sure, and you will see the program. But in April, the next webinar will be on Sunday, the 25th at the same time, so at 7 p.m. Italian time. And we'll be with Mike, who will reveal us the secret of Sorrento Gold, the lemon and the cedar. So be with us.
Perfect.
And the next one in May will be with Umberto on the 16th of May. And Umberto will bring us in Cinque Terre and Carrara, famous as Michelangelo's favorite place for searching the best marble for his works. So both will be interesting, of sure. And so we wait for you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Prego, grazie a voi.
Grazie, ciao.